Today we're going to be showing you 5 tips that you can use with your Trampa board. So some of you might lay your board up over winter. It's probably the wrong thing to do because these are the perfect all year, all season machines. But yeah, if you're going to do that, then you want to leave your Lipos on storage charge. So we're going to show you how to do that right now. First, switch your charger on, then start plugging in all the cables, XT30 to XT30, XT90 to XT90 on your charge lead. After that, you want to plug in your balance leads. Hit the mode button, change it to storage mode, press start, and the BMS that's built into the ultra power charger will do the rest for you. So that's how to put your Lipos on storage charge. If you're on a cell pack, you're probably going to want to check your cells maybe every 3 weeks whilst you're not using them, just to make sure they don't lose too much voltage. Otherwise, you're going to be sending your board in to us to get repaired. Right, so 2 tips in one here really. If you're going to go out riding, it's winter now, it's muddy, it's wet, put yourself on a splash proof cover. We do 2 types. Got the Oxford weave and we've got the luxury cover. Just means that you're not going to get any water on your electrics or anything. And the other tip to go with that is always take a belt, a tube and a tool out with you at the same time. If you're like me and you don't like going out with a bag on, I find it really restrictive. It stops me from riding properly. You can always stick a belt, a tube and a tool underneath your splash proof cover. Goes on really easy like that, and you might get a little bit of rattling, but it will hold it in place for you. And then you're covered for all bases. The only other thing you're going to need, obviously, if you get a flat, is a pump, but you can buy small handheld little pumps, so easily fit inside this as well. On the luxury cover, you'll find a little pocket on the side, so there's room to slip some belts or tools in there too. If you're a spur gear drive rider, you're going to want to check your backlash before every single ride. You basically want to make sure your 4 backlash bolts are done up nice and tight, and also that the play in your wheel is correct as well. You only really want a tiny little bit of movement in the wheel. Spur gear drives are our board that's made for winter, but they do require a little bit of maintenance. So one of the most important things to check all the time is your bushings. If you hear the back end rattling around a little bit, that's a telltale sign that your bushings are starting to degrade, and that's the point in time that you want to replace them. Otherwise, you might start to hear your kingpin rattling around, which means your bushing's completely gone, and then you really need to get a new one in. Otherwise, you risk damaging the kingpin and the truck. Now, we do stock these. These were invented by Nath, aka Nath Dorch, aka Dorch, aka Newmans, aka
Trampa's own bisexual squirrel.
They're called a Trampa bushing spacer. They slot on the inside of your truck, and what they do is they stop a little bit of the movement that you'd normally get, so it gives your bushings a longer life, and obviously makes your life easier as well because you don't have to replace them as often. And last but not least, always check your tyre pressures before you go out. If you've left your board for quite a while, they will naturally deflate over time. You just push down on the tyre, you can feel if it's too squidgy or not. And also, if you've been riding for quite a bit and you're used to your board, you'll know how a board should feel. So yeah, just check your tyres, and obviously check all your bolts and everything as well. Make sure they're all done up, and yeah, that's it. Look after your boards, look after yourselves. See you on the next one.